to the field, trying to roll some hay. There's a little bit of an interesting story here with this particular hay field that we're going to. As I've noted in some earlier videos, we have experienced some pretty dry conditions. I think they call it a moderate drought in our area. Not too far away, it's whatever the next level up from that is. So either way you want to put it, we haven't had enough rainfall this year. And this field that we're heading to is actually kind of around some of our soybean fields on a farm we rent. Normally we don't try to farm it because in a usual year it is wet. Swamp grass grows, little trees, little bushes, all of the things that make it not really farmable. There's no tile there, that sort of situation. So we generally just have to leave it and go around it. They do have some rain forecasted for this weekend, so hopefully maybe we'll get a little more. And actually, as I'm looking here out the front window of the tractor, there's a couple of little dark clouds. Maybe we'll get some rain before I get this hay baled. But what we're going to do here, we know that this field has not really been worked or farmed in a long while, and it's going to be rough, and we're going to have to go slow, and this is going to be a long afternoon most likely, so hopefully everything holds together. But we're almost to the field now. We'll get a little look at it here in the windrow, and we'll try to see what it does filming, if it's not too terrible. We've already brought some wagons up here and a tractor to load the bales with. I believe Dad is next to finished raking. I see him way over on the far side of the field. So let's see if we can ease off in here. I'll give you guys a look at what I'm seeing. And so yeah, it's a little rough here. It's as you can see there what it kind of looked like before. We've been driving through it a little bit, but up ahead of me here is the windrows that we've got. Oh yeah, well, here we are. It's about as fun as I expected it to be, rolling this hay. Currently we're making progress at 2.5 miles an hour, because that's all the faster that you can just about stand the ride on it. I know that the camera probably doesn't do it justice to just how rough it truly is, but it's bad, and so we're gonna probably not be able to do a lot of filming because this is such a slow process that it would be really boring for you guys to watch. We might get a little bit here along if we can find a little smoother spot, but for now it's just going to be me riding around in circles out here, trying to get this up. And every minute that passes there's a little bit more cloud cover coming over the hill. Maybe might get a little rain. As bad as that sounds, I guess it's bad when you get any kind of hay crop at this point if it rains on it, but as bad as we need rain, we'll probably take it. Well, we're a little over an hour into baling. This is actually this little back spot that we're in. Believe it or not, it's not quite as rough as the rest of it has been. A little bit ago I tried to set you guys up there on the rail there where the monitors are mounted, but the ground was so rough that the camera fell off, so definitely won't be able to use that footage. So I thought might take a little opportunity here to at least talk about what type of equipment we're running. Here behind me you can see out that dirty dusty window, that's a 678 New Holland belt baler equipped with the auto tie. So here shortly, I got about a half a bale in there. You'll probably hear a beep, loud beep in the background. That indicates to me that I need to stop because the baler is going to go into the process of tying the bale, putting string on the bale that I'm baling. That can have its good points and its bad points. Good point obviously is that whenever it senses that it's full, you just stop and it ties itself. You let the bale out, go again. A bad point is, and if you know or have used one of these balers, you probably know what I'm getting ready to talk about, is if you're not baling in a field like this that's flat, which we have several of those around that are on a pretty good hill, that you're baling along at, say, for instance, the bottom of the hill or the top of the hill, and you know that if you let a bale out there, that it may well end up in the woods. And so you kind of got to always be planning for that, because once the baler senses that it's full enough and there's enough hay in there for it to tie, the only way to stop that process is to completely turn the PTO off. Once it beeps and senses that it has enough in there for it to tie, it does it. And if you're in the wrong spot in the field, you're gonna have to turn that thing off and try to back up and back out and figure out a spot to let it out. And hopefully here just in a second, yeah, that beeping noise indicates to me, and I don't know if you can see that right down in that area, right through there, the string feeding from each side. It's kind of dusty, probably hard to see. That's basically all I gotta watch, and it beeps to tell me that it's complete. And then I'll pull back on the hydraulic lever and open the tailgate, let the bale out, put the tailgate back down, make sure it's latched according to the little indicator there on the front of the baler, and we're off and running again. Because this hay, where it's been so dry, is excessively dusty this year. And another thing on top of that is that this ground, where it's traditionally really, really wet, has a lot of crawdad hold. And he builds these little mounds. Some of them can be, I've seen them 4 or 6 inches high. So now that it's turned off dry, you still kind of have those mounds. And when you cut the hay here, all of that dirt from those mounds is in the hay. So in places it's not as bad as other places, but there is some excess dirt in the hay, which is what's making it appear dusty or dustier than normal. So I'm really hoping that the camera is doing this justice of just exactly how rough this is. If you can kind of tell how much I'm bouncing around here in the cab, trying to drive with one hand, trying to hold you guys with the other. So hopefully you can get a sense of just how fun this is. Jacob is here in the field with me in a different tractor. Obviously he's loading the bales, moving the bales, whatever you want to say to that. He's bringing some wagons back here to this back part, just so we don't have to drive the tractor all the way across this ground packing a roll of hay around. So that's really good on the front end. Well, it looks like the situation here has gone from bad to worse. Show you guys what we're dealing with here. Yeah, flat tire. So not gonna keep going here without something to fix this with. And luckily we're only in the farthest corner away from the road that we possibly could get to, but we got to go get some stuff to fix it with. And one of the pluses of doing this with a round baler is that you got about 6 inches here or something to get a jack under. So Jacob was close by. He actually was the one that spotted it on the radio, called me, told me, hey, you know your tire's flat. And I said, well, no, but so we're kind of shut down here, lacking maybe about 15 minutes of being done, but that's usually when stuff goes off the track. So I'm gonna head walking toward the way to get out of here. Jacob's over there. I don't know if you guys can see him way over there. He's finishing up loading up a couple bales on the wagon. He's gonna come pick me up. We're gonna head back to the shop, get some tools, hopefully find a tire that'll fit, and put it on and try to get done with this. Oh, just beautiful. But that's the way it goes. Alrighty, so just short of an hour after we flattened the tire, we're rolling again. Took the big floor jack and put under it, got it up, got it going. So we're headed back over to Winrow here. See if you guys can get a look at that. And it's a little cloudy up there, like it might rain. I did check the radar just a second ago, and really not much showing on there. I think the truck thermometer a minute ago said 97, I believe I saw. So good and hot, dry. Well, we did get it done finally, thankfully. Everything held together except one tire. So I think that's going to do it for the video today. Me and Jacob have been shaking all around tractor cabs, up and down, sideways, back and forth. So probably going to let this be the end of the video. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video. We'd love it if you subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you on the next one.